Jay-Z's blueprint named to National Registry, along with Schoolhouse Rock, Superfly, Nina Simone and Minnie the Moocher, meet the blueprint. The recordings being, every year, the library's National Recording Preservation Board selects 25 titles to be added to the prestigious slate for their cultural and aesthetic significance. This eclectic line, among the great historical documents, joining the list is Nina Simone's 1964 civil rights anthem Mississippi Goddam, a reaction to the murders of African Americans and rights activists in the South. Other picks include Richie Valens' La Bamba, Sam, and Dave's Soul Man, classical composer Benjamin Britten's War Requiem, a 1961 Stan Freberg album of political comedy, Dexter Gordon's jazz classic Go, the Victory Military Band's 1914 rendition of Memphis Blues and roots singer Ola Belle Reed's self-titled 1973 album. Lauper was thrilled by the honor, she said in a statement. "I am really honored." Producer and Blue Note Records president Don was extolled the glories of Curtis Mayfield. "I would compare the honors, the music that enriches our souls, the voices that tell our stories and the sounds that mirror our lives," said Carla Hayden of the Librarian of Congress. The influence of the number of recordings in the National Recording Registry has now reached 525 with the new additions. Jay-Z's blueprint, the full list of 2019 inductees into the registry. 1. Yiddish Cylinders, 2. Memphis Blues Single, 3. Melville Jacobs, 4. Minnie the Moocher Sing, 5. Box 6 Cello, 6. They Look Like Men of, 7. Gunsmoke U.F.S. 8. Ruth Draper 9. La Bamba Single, 10. Long Black Veils, 11. Stan Freberg, 12. Go Album, 13. War Requiem Album, 14. Mississippi God, 15. Soul Man Single, 16. Hair Original Bra, 17. Speech on the Death of, 18. Sweet Carolines, 19. Superfly Album, 20. Ola Belle Reed Album, 21. September Single, Earth, Wind and Fire 1978. 22. You Make Me Feel 23. She's So Unusual 24. Schoolhouse Rock 25. The Blueprint Album.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.